Lupe is really popular, and everyone is so excited to see her that Governor Abbott sent a tracker to our event. I don't know, he came and then he left, but I heard maybe he came back in. So if Matthew's here, welcome Matthew. Enjoy the event. And say hello to the governor. We hope that this is his last term, and next we will be talking to Governor Lupe Valdez.
Thank you so much, Carol. Thank you. I hope I don't knock this down because I get really excited, but I think Matthew probably didn't make it because you had to pay to come in here. I'm not sure. So. Or is that him back there? No, that's not him. Oh, well, first of all, thank you so much. Carrie, you're godsend. Thank you so much for getting this started. The Southwest Austin Democrats, oh my goodness. And this is how it's going to happen all over Texas. And I don't want to forget some more thank yous. And before I forget, and my staff yells at me, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and I don't know what else, you know. It says, just please follow us. And I'm so grateful to be your candidate. It's just, it is beyond me. How many of you have seen the 2-minute video? How many of you have seen the 2-minute video? Oh, not very many. Good, then I'm going to discuss that. And how many of you were at the convention? Oh, there was more there. Okay. Well, let me start with that little 2-minute video. As you all know, I'm the 8th child of migrant workers. And when I was in junior high school, a teacher took me off to the side and said, in order for you to do well, you look like college material, and in order for you to do well, you have to go clear across town to the other side of town to another high school. So I took his advice, and of course I had a little discussion with my parents. Parents don't like to let you go where they don't know, and they don't like to see you go where they can't reach. So I had a little discussion with my parents, and I finally won. And so every school day, I would go to the local bus stop and get in a public bus and go clear across town to another high school. And it took me a little while to realize that when it rained, I was the only one with muddy shoes. You see, I came from the poorest zip code in San Antonio. There was no paved streets, there was no paved sidewalks. So when it rained, I did what I now call the puddle dance. You jump this puddle, and then you jump that puddle, and then you jump that puddle. But you know that there's always a positive side to everything. I keep saying I became a pretty decent country and western dancer because I had to do so many puddle jumping. But, and no matter where you jump, you know, if you missed the puddle, you got in the mud. So by the time I got to my high school, I would go into the bathroom and start cleaning my shoes. And I realized there's nobody else cleaning their shoes except me. So when you look out in this beautiful area, and it's paved streets and paved sidewalks, I am a Democrat because I believe in giving people a fighting chance. Not a handout, not a giveaway, a fighting chance. There's a Spanish saying that says, "Nomás le pido a Dios que me ponga donde hay." All I ask God is you put me within reach. Just put me within reach, and I'll get in there and work and do something. You know, going all over Texas, I get excited of seeing groups like this everywhere. There's no way I can knock on 17 million doors. But it's groups like this that are going to make the difference everywhere we go, that continue to do a lot of work to make sure that the rest of the world hears the real Texas voice. What the rest of the world is hearing about Texas is not the real Texas. The real Texas does care. The real Texas does give a hoot, and they darn get out there and get stuff done. This is the real Texas. Look around you. Look around you. Different ethnic groups, different beliefs, different backgrounds, different religious services, religious groups. Pardon me, I get so excited I just run over myself. But what's important is that we do care. How many of you heard of the children when they were crying for their parents? The video of the children crying for their parents. I will admit to you that I was coming back from Austin, going to Dallas, and I had it in my ears. And I started tearing up. And I remember screaming, where is the Texas heart that I know? Where is the Texas heart? This is where it's at. This is where the Texas heart is. These are the people that are going to make the difference. These are the people that are going to hear what. These are the people that are going to make the difference. That Texas is. Doing things that need to be done. Right now, their priorities are a little messed up. The priorities of Texas is the priorities of the majority of us. They're putting priorities that are not the majority of Texas. The budget is a moral document of this state. And we need to put our funds where our values are. Our values are not in a bathroom. They're not in show me your papers bill. They're not in let's stop the border. Let's stop anybody from coming across. Our values are much higher than that. We have decent values in Texas, and it's about time the rest of the world knows who we are. The reason that I know the majority of us are not what the rest of the world sees. I know that the majority of us are tolerant, are not hateful, and the majority of us work at those issues. And when we are, we're biased, I know that. And when we are, we work at making the difference. And I know we're Democrats. We disagree with each other. We totally disagree. I think it was Will Rogers who said, I don't belong to any political party. I'm a Democrat. But so I understand, please. I ran a almost 3,000 person organization. And I often joke, and I said, whenever we went to lunch, I had 5 chiefs who could never agree on where we're going to go to lunch. The differences among us. But the differences among us get put off aside when it comes to a greater value. The differences among us needs to be pushed off to the side. Unity is the name of this game. And the only way we're going to win is that together the true Texans stand up and make a difference. My name is Lupe Valdez. I'm running for governor. I'd appreciate your support.